Remember towards the end of the Matrix 1, going into Matrix 2, when Neo's on the phone, talking to the man, talking to the system, talking to the world. He's like, I know you're out there. I can feel you now. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. Yeah, I mean, that was a whole vibe Neo got on. And we kicking these weeks off. Like this energy straight up for the rest of the year. Divine Masculine, that vibe right there. What's the first thing he said? I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know you're afraid, right? What's the first shit Trinity said? Well, I get the spread out for the Divine Masculine situation. What's the first shit Trinity said to Neo when she first met him? She was like, I know why you're here, Neo. You know what I'm saying? I know this, I know that. Like, it ain't what you think, it's what you know. That's how divines move. We know shit. We don't think nothing. You know what I mean? We might have our doubts. We might be insecure of things and shit. But we know. You understand what I'm saying? The only way you're going to know anything is through understanding. Without understanding, you lost. You naked. You in search of a thirst that you can't quench. An itch you can't even motherfucking scratch. You know what I'm saying? Understandings, that just scratches the itch. That's all I'm going to say. Masculine, you're becoming the one. Thus stepping into your power. You start to know shit now. It's weird. I went to the store, liquor store and shit. I ain't drunk in months. And yeah, I mean, when they go get a drink out here in Indiana, that shit cheap as hell. I got a little half pint and shit. You know what I mean? And that shit was like $3. I'm like, what? For this? Okay, cool. You gotta spend $5, sir. I'll bet. Let me get this. Picked up a new deck, scratched in the devil card, because like I say, it's two jokers that come with regular decks that you buy at the store. My book is based off regular decks, so you can just buy a deck anywhere. And, just put a marking on the devil card so you can differentiate between the full card, which is the other joker. And the red joker would be the devil card. The black joker would be the full card. But anyway, caught the new deck, and it's weird. Shuffled the crap out this. First card in this message. We got the Divine Masculine here. Neo, you feel what I'm saying? And, King of Wands represents you. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes rant before I begin, and we're going to get straight in it. Head, that's Swartz. Okay, that's thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, decisions, mental state, mental capacity, mental health. Yeah, I mean, the mental, the mind, right? Cups, shoulders. Cups are feelings and emotions, all energies of where you're going mentally, or all indicators, excuse me. Feelings and emotions are just indicators on where you're going mentally. And your heart and mind must be aligned. You know what I mean? And who rules the heart and mind department? The divine feminine. That's her realm. Heads, swords, shoulders, cups, knees, wands. Who's the king of wands? The divine masculine. Wands are things you're doing, things you've done, not things you finna do because you ain't did it yet. It's the ing. It's things you doing. You know what I mean? Motion. Current motion. Your current motion. You know what I mean? It's one thing knowing what direction you're going in, but you're going to have to walk towards those directions. So it's just actions and behavior. That's what wands are, knees. Then you got toes. Those are pinnacles, persons, places, and things. Shit that you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. So, who dominates the wands or the king of wands? It's the divine masculine. You dominate the wands and the pinnacles arena. It's good when the divine feminine can get her wands on like her masculine, or get the manifesting shit like her masculine, because her masculine is the best at actions, you know what I mean? And behavior, wands, and manifesting things, pinnacles. And it's good for the divine masculine, the king of wands, to step into his cups, you know what I mean? Heart and mind every now and then to kind of balance you out. It's all about balance, masculine, and clarifying this king of pentacles. The king of wands, excuse me. We got the king of pentacles. King of pentacles is a master manifester. That's a person that knows how to manifest whatever the fuck they want. King of pentacles is an owner. This is you taking ownership in something, or owning up to the fact that you are divine masculine, or owning up to your path. It's like Neo. You know what I mean? He died, just like the Oracle said. It was either going to be Morpheus or Neo that was going to die. Neo didn't know that he was gonna die, but he did die. But it's not like he physically died. I mean, he did. He's the one. He could just do shit like the average person can't do. You know what I mean? Like Mr. Anderson died, and Neo was born. Got to end things to begin things. This is a new beginning. Masculine, and you stepping all up in your cups. I mean, excuse me. Your Pentacles energy. Tells you, Wands, Pentacles. It's your realm. You the king of your realm. When it comes to manifesting shit, and when it comes to actions or how to do things, you've kind of mastered your way up the food chain here. You know what I'm saying? So final card to put some final smoke on this overall energy, which is fairly important. We got another king, the King of Swords. That's God. God, that shows up in a divine intervention, shows up in a tower moment, some good shit, some bad shit, or some ugly shit that's going to happen when God come out. 66% chance that it ain't bad. You know what I mean? When God get to doing things in your life, and it's best for you to do things yourself. So when God come around, he just cleaning up. You know what I mean? You don't want God just to come in and do your job for you or remove things you should have removed because, like I say, when God do things, it ain't going to be to your liking, but it's going to be the best thing for you. You know what I'm saying? God can also come through with some bad news or, you know, raining fire and brimstone down on a plan you thought you had or a move you felt you was going to make and shit, you know. But even when it's bad, it's good because God works in mysterious ways and, you know, you don't make mistakes. God never did. I don't think he's going to start anytime soon. Three Kings, masculine. You are really stepping and mastering everything you need to master. All the thing you're missing right now is cups, you know, your emotions. That's the last piece of the puzzle. And building off that, bottom line energy masculine, we got the Eight of Wands. This is very important. Eight of Wands is communication. Communication is 80% nonverbal. 20% of the time you're saying whatever it is that you're saying, but 80% of the time it's the shit that you do. And what you do and what you say gotta mash up. That shit has to really click. Okay. This is oh my god, text messages, emails, video messages, phone calls, letters, smoke signal, passenger pigeon or some shit. You know what I mean? However communication is done between, you know, however you communicate with people, masculine, you know what I'm saying? This is just a sign that you need to talk about something or maybe some shit you need to get off your chest. Eight of Wands could also be venting. You know, getting some shit off your chest. This is like writing in a diary. This is like writing art or music to express yourself. This is like expressing yourself. Just not being quick to bite your tongue. Not being quick to just pour out your fucking feelings, though. But, you know, whatever is inside needs to come out. You know, you can't hold in shit. Not feelings, not thoughts. Can't hold back on actions. You know what I mean? Like, communication. That's very vital for you right now, masculine. Putting smoke on this communication. We got the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is the focus card. Four of Swords is being two in your head, or you in your head. If you in your head, then you damn sure ain't doing no wands, no actions, because you in your head. So, um, Five of Swords, that's focusing. That's like aiming at a target. You're not gonna aim at a target like cock back a bow or aim a gun unless you know what you're aiming at. And if you're aiming at something, you need to focus on it so you can make the best accurate shot possible. Now, when you're aiming or focusing on something, don't put too much focus on it because you might break your concentration. You might have, you know, cocking back a bow might have your arm cocked back so hard and so long that, you know, it's sore and it fucks up the accuracy of your shot. Six of Swords will be letting the bow go or shooting your shot because we got to take our shots because we miss 100% of the shots we don't take. Seven of Swords in that case will be results. You're focusing on what needs to be said and who you need to say something to. You're putting focus on how these words or actions, you know, are going to affect whomever you're talking to or giving these, you know, wands to. So final smoke on the bottom line, which is very important, whatever you got to say, is painful. It's only painful because you're in pain. Three of Swords, which is the pain card in my deck, because you're going past the point of no return. Three of Swords is going past the point of no return. Ace of Swords is Ascension. It's only one right way in life, and that's up. You can go north, south, east, and west. Matter of fact, that'd be Two of Swords. Going north, south, east, and west, just motherfucking circle. Going anywhere but up. It ain't really going down. We're already in the third dimension. This is a low ass level. You know what I mean? We need to get to the fourth or fifth dimension. That's Zion. That's the last atmosphere past this motherfucking planet. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though we dwell on Earth, we can still ascend to higher realms. We do it mentally. Swords, that's the thoughts. That's the mind. You know what I mean? We all know which direction to go. Ever since we was born, we looked up for instruction. We looked up for guidance. We looked up for help. We looked up for shit. Because that's the only right way. We ain't looking down for nothing. We never did. You feel me? We grow mentally. We get older. We get to making decisions and doing things outside the family, outside tradition, outside of shit to find our own way. That's cool in the game. But every person, every human being ends up going in the right way. Whether that's God, King of Swords, and his overall energy, whether that's God come out and redirect you to where you need to go, or you do it yourself, or in between. But you see how both these arrows are pointed in the same direction? You knew what right way it was. You tried an alternative. Two of Swords can also be like options and some shit. But at the end of the day, full circle. You came right back to a point where you should have been Eight of Wands said something. Going backwards mentally, Five of Swords. It's like one minute you focusing on what to say to somebody, next minute you hurt. Because maybe what you got to say, the timing is off. Maybe what you got to say, somebody else done said it. Because you was waiting too long. Like, something needs to be said. Something needs to be expressed. Make sure you express it, Divine Masculine. In your mystery madness or subconscious or indirect energy coming into this thing. We got the Knight of Pentacles. That's grooming. Knight of Pentacles is grooming. It's the energy of, like I said, you're the King of Pentacles. Like, you're a master manifester, Divine Masculine. Knight of Pentacles is something that you manifested. Or it's something that you mastered, or it's like something you're beginning to use to your advantage. It's like I say, you're a fisherman. You mastered fishing. Best thing you can do is teach other people how to fish like you, because you're a master. They're just Jedis. So being a master, grooming Jedis, you want to groom the best Jedis. Teach them to teach other people how to fish too. Circle of life. PMD, put me down. Put people down on how to do shit. Don't just do shit, or limit what people can find out just so they can keep coming back to you. You know what I mean? We're grooming good people. We're not grooming savages here. Grooming. Good grooming is you grooming somebody to be the best person they can be. Or somebody to groom you to be the best person you can be. Or both. That's definitely happening to you, Divine Masculine. Not a Pentacles. Bad grooming is somebody grooming you exclusively for them. Somebody wants you to be their husband. Somebody wants you to be their leader. Somebody wants you to be the person that works for them while they do nothing. Somebody wants you to be the worker. And like I say, they just come up off your work. You don't know this is going on, but you fell right in this scenario. That's bad grooming. You know what I mean? Ugly grooming is, like I say, somebody grooming you for their agenda. Before they can groom you for themselves or what they got going on exclusively, they got to get you, going on inclusively. You know what I mean? Before you in somebody's trap, they lure you in there. Before somebody preys on you, the predator, like I said, they play with you. It's a cycle. It's a real calculated format. It's all mental. This grooming and shit. But more smoking is grooming, because I take it as a good grooming. It is. We got the Knight of Wands. Not Jokers. Jacks, Knights, you know what I mean? They represent juvenile energy. The energy of what your child would do in your position at your age. Whether that's a kid thing that they're going through or experiencing, teenage thing that they're going through or experiencing, or their first adult problem or first adult obstacle or some shit like that. You know what I mean? You mastered it. You went through the same grooming and you succeeded, and you're giving somebody the same grooming. You're showing somebody the ropes. You know what I'm saying? And it's your job to do so. Or you've been shown the ropes and it was somebody's job for them to do so. Since this is a twin flame realm, subconsciously, masculine, you're starting to understand in a juvenile way that this path that you're on in life, you were pulled here. You were led here. You brought yourself here, though. Did nobody kidnap you put a bag over your head and duct taped you and shit and just dropped you off in this little twin flame exchange. Nah, you know. Just like Neo taking the pill to fall further down the rabbit hole that is the Matrix, you know what I'm saying? This was all done by choice. It felt by force at first. Like I said, it's like Neo tumbling down a rabbit hole. Like it took a while, some time, experiences, and situations for Mr. Anderson, former Neo, to evolve into the Neo divine masculine that he is today. He kicked the situation off acknowledging the fact that he is the divine masculine. And it comes from these type of experiences, this type of grooming, him being on the J for journey thus far. Directly coming to your situation masculine, you got the Eight of Pentacles. This is your life in a car. You have a life. That's good. 80%. Eight of Pentacles is 80%. That's a B. That's a good standard. What's the life? That's shoes on your feet, clothes on your back, comfortable bed to sleep on, a home. A home ain't nothing but four walls that you call sanctuary away from the world. Average person really ain't got a home. You know, average person don't. They're homeless, so it don't have a home. It's facts. But it ain't just a house that make a home. It ain't just an apartment. It could be a fucking shack. It could be a storage unit. Like it could be a goddamn closet. As long as you are sheltered from the outside world, the Four of Cups in my deck is the world. Third dimension, the temporary space and time. Everything in this dimension expires. You are a walking, talking pinnacle. Your body is the actual pinnacle. And it can get destroyed or taken away or hurt outside the four walls that is your shelter. Eight of Pentacles, going back to a life, having a home. Whatever that home is. Home is where the heart is. It's also where the hate is, where some of the great is become greater. But it can also be twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. All terms of what the Four of Wands is. As you see, my cards got multiple terms, but it's in the book. Don't worry, it's coming. So, you know, you got a life. You got a crib. You got a car. You got purpose. You got path. You got a twin flame. You got God in your life. Like you're doing fucking Gucci in life. You know what I mean? But more smoke. You got the Two of Pentacles. You feel like something missing out your life. You don't feel you are in the right location right now, Divine Master. This is how you directly feel. You don't feel you're in the right location. You don't feel you're in the right profession or the right career. You don't feel you have the right person in your place or in your space or in your face right now. You know, life is good, except when it comes to you building with another person. You kind of solo dolo. Even in your situations, you feel by yourself. Even around a lot of people, you feel out of place. You feel lonely. That's what comes with being a divine. Be different. It's 28% divines in the world, 70% karmics. Then you got the 1% and 2%. Ain't too many real people. Ain't too much good anything in this world. And that's, you know what I mean? Yeah, alone people, good people still left around this bitch. So, you know, you gotta pick another card. It's another rare card. It's a warning. We got the Four of Wands. Yeah, you know. It's like you got a home, but it don't feel like home. Cause another person, place, or thing ain't in your Four of Wands, your home. Or this is you and your twin flame. Y'all apart. Y'all not, like, y'all around, but y'all ain't solidified. Eight of Pentacles. Shoot. Too much light in here. Eight of Pentacles plus Two of Pentacles is 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is an A. That's 100%. 10 of Pentacles is also two people coming together like butt cheeks. Two becoming one. It's like two people going half in a baby. Two people getting married. Two people getting engaged. Two twins meeting for the first time. Two twins getting in union. Four of Wands, union, reunion, and recognition for the first time. Like, you got a whole life. Masculine, but you feel kind of out of place. Or you feel like you want to include somebody in your life, or you feel like somebody got a whole life that should include you but doesn't. And, you know, you got a home, but you don't feel at home. That's directly you coming into this situation. As far as the feminine energy, you and your mystery madness are subdirect or indirect energy when it comes to the feminine energy, divine masculine. The feminine energy could be your divine feminine. It could be the women in your life. whether they're alive or not. You know, this could be chicks you mess with, your female relatives. This could be your female coworkers or friends. Five of Cups. This is loneliness or emotional isolation or the hermit. You know, all this loneliness is Ace of Cups. That's self-love, self-care, self-respect, self-admiration, self-realization, self-awareness, just self-care. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta love yourself before you can love another person. You gotta respect yourself before you respect another person, because you know it starts with self. You gotta understand who you are before you try to get a crack at somebody else. And how the fuck, if somebody else don't know themselves, how can they understand you? If somebody don't love themselves, how the fuck can they love you? Like, it all starts with the self. Even if you're in a relationship, even if you're in a family, even in a crowd, okay? Four of Cups. That's the world. That's the third dimension, temporary space and time, where everything inside of it expires. This is you in the world. We die alone. We don't share graves around here. Hopefully, pray to God we don't. At the end of the day, you can have a whole world of people around you. You can still feel by yourself. Feel, cup, feelings and emotions, all indicators of where you're going mentally. You ain't by yourself. You're just in a class by yourself. It's a lonely life for a divine. And you need to be isolated, Five of Cups, so you can get to the Six of Cups and really appreciate what the Six of Cups is. Six of Cups is the next card, actually, in your direct energy, masculine in regards to the feminine energy. You got the Six of Cups. This is your sauce. This is your swag. This is your steez, your essence, your personality. It's what makes you you. You're all that. You're the shit biscuits. But how the fuck anybody else supposed to know you the shit if you don't understand you the shit yourself? Feminine be giving you praise. Divine praise. She bigs you up, beefs you up, loves you like no other, supports you like no other being around this motherfucker. She builds you up a lot because she sees the sauce. So you not understanding why she treats you the way she treats you. He can be she can be he. You know how we rock it. You don't understand why your divine masculine come at you in the way that they come at you, then you need to take a look at yourself. Divine feminine ain't doing all this shit for a nobody or just a regular motherfucker. But once again, the Six of Cups represents you being an individual, but general. Because this ain't the Seven of Cups. That's the next step after the sauce, after knowing you got sauce. Nobody, you know what I mean? Five of Cups, you was lonely by yourself, by being lonely, by being by yourself, whether you single, you know what I mean? Or you away from the family in college for the fucking first time, like self-discovery, seeing who you really are inside cups, hearts, inside and shit, right? Yeah. Usually you find your sauce when you buy your motherfucking self. Usually you get your swag on, you know what I mean? When ain't nobody else fucking with you like that, you know what I mean? Isolation brings the best out. We're all God's children, Six of Cups. We're all that. And, you know, we're all that. We're all the same. And that's beautiful. That's why we got to reverence this card. But we got to be all that in a bag of chips. We got to be more than a human being. More than a man, more than a woman, more than a person, more than a fucking brother, mother, father, student, master, teacher, owner, whatever. We got to be more. And then more and more and more and more, man. How do you get more? You go up. What's up? God is what's up. So, through isolation from the divine feminine, you know what I mean? You sauced up. Six of Cups. You saucy. Who's the sauce maker? The divine feminine. Who do I facilitate the sauce with? The divine feminine. Who's the sauce taker? You, divine masculine. This is another lesson you learn in regards to the feminine. She's the bartender. You're the bar patron. She's the drug dealer. You're the addict. You know what I mean? She Michael Jackson, you Tito. As long as she around, you win it. But as long as you around, she win it. If there are no bar patrons, the bartender ain't gonna get no money. If there ain't no fucking addicts or junkies, how the fuck the drug dealer gonna get paid? We ain't talking now. We talking back then in the early beginnings. There would be no Michael Jackson without the Jackson 5. So, everything's correlating here, okay? You see the sauce that you got is mixed with a lot of somebody else's sauce, you know. Like, especially in same-sex twin flames, you guys still, each other's swag a lot. It ain't just the energy y'all swagger jacking. Y'all swagger jacking each other's looks. You know, the way each other talks, y'all mechanisms and shit like that. Like, me and my twin, like I say, we share the same feelings towards a lot of shit. We share the same thoughts towards certain things. We share clothes. You know what I mean? Like, we share shoe size, we share shoes, we share, like, clothes if need be. You know what I mean? Like, you go from this nigga still in my fashion sense. My twin is an older guy. So by him having, like, him trying to dress young, he balances out. He has some of his old shit mixed with some of my new shit. And he looks fresh. Me, I'm a young, fresh motherfucker. But I also like the old school shit my twin be on, and I just be mixing some old shit with some new shit to a nice sauce. So me and him got the same sauce because it comes from mixing old and young sauce. Wise and foolish sauce. You know what I mean? That's our dynamic. You know what I mean? So in heterosexual situations or, you know, different sex twins who are non-romantic and non-sexual, because mine is non-romantic and non-sexual and shit too. It's romantic in a way, bromantic maybe, but it ain't really the physical part. Now, female, male, same shit. Told you, a lot of you divine feminines are divine masculines. And y'all, divine masculines, who y'all think these guys are masculine, they're feminine. You're Neo. They're Trinity. I'm Trinity. That don't make me less than a man, me being Trinity. In fact, it makes me a more advanced kind of guy. You know what I mean? So it's like, sauce. Here this whole time you thinking you was Michael Jackson, but you Tito. Shout it? This whole time you thought that, you know, that you was the drug dealer, but you're the addict. It seems like you're addicted to the money of drug dealing. Thus, you're somebody else's fiend. Might not be drugs we talk about, could be the issue of money. And in the issue of money, you see how roles are switched and reversed. A lot of you women are divine masculines. This reading is for y'all. Y'all who I'm talking to and shit like that. And you're going to have to flip it the other way so you can kind of get it. Masculines are getting it. You know what I mean? At least the ones that I'm talking to. But it's a lot of feminine that need to switch poles. You know what I mean? So you can really get a clear view. So shit can start making sense around here. You know what I mean? Moving on. Masculine, you in regards to yourself indirectly, subconsciously, in your mystery madness, we got the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is the Lucy Liu card. That's being 10 toes the fuck down on what mental direction you want to go in life right now. Right now, you're thinking about this subconsciously. How the fuck you gonna be 10 toes the fuck down? It's Lucy Liu from Kill Bill. She's serious as a heart attack. She ain't playing. Any direction or decision she make is gonna get felt. She ain't gotta say shit. She's the Queen Bee. She the HBIC around this motherfucker. So anything she say go. And if you got something to say, you want to contest her, you do it. I know not to fuck with Lucy Liu from Kill Bill. When these other niggas confront or act brave or jump with her ass, but she froggy. You know what I mean? I don't want no smoke with her. That is a very focused woman. You dig? Whatever. I'll fuck with her in the aftermath. But right now, her asserting her dominance and taking control over the situation, I'm going to just fall back and let it work itself out. Because she definitely somebody I don't want to fucking play with. Because she on her grizzly mentally right now. We all know where Lucy Liu from Kill Bill going right now. And we just going to let her go. It's like Shaq coming in for a fucking Shaq attack dunk and you moving the fuck out the way because you can't do nothing. He already in the air. You can't block it. By the time Shaq take off the ground, what are you going to do? Take a bow? Take a knee? Get some shattered glass on your ass? Like, this is big Shaq Diesel coming in for the dunk. Get the fuck out the way. So that's how you coming mentally. You know what I mean? You just so focused on a direction that you want to go in that nothing else matters. And that's what's up. More smoke on that. You got the Knight of Pentacles. This is lining your life up. You have the life card out here, right? But you felt like you wanted something else in your life. You know? This is you. This is what you feel you need in your life. 8 of Pentacles plus 2 of Pentacles is a Ten of Pentacles. That's a manifestation. You're manifesting a person, place, or a thing, or you and something else coming together like butt cheeks. So, Nine of Pentacles is lining your life up. You see how the Eight of Pentacles, the life, which is shoes on your feet, clothes on your back, comfortable bed to sleep on, a home, whatever that is, the twin flame situation, a relationship, children, you know what I mean? Shelter, God is in your life, like love is in your life, like it's a life full of a lot of other shit. It's a good standing, but look how messy your life is. It's out of order. It's like a garden that needs to be harvested. Eight of Pentacles is a good position, but when you get to a Nine of Pentacles, you in a grand position. A Nine of Pentacles is an A. This was your life. Now, got Four of Pentacles on this side, Four of Pentacles on this side. Your life is in order. This is you lining your life up. For what? To fit another pentacle inside. Ten of Pentacles would be two pentacles inside of eight pentacles. That'd be this Eight of Pentacles plus Two of Pentacles you had. You know what I mean? And your direct energy coming to the situation. This is you. This is what you want in your life. This is your life. You making room. You making room to fit this other pentacle in here. It's a person, place, or thing that you just want in your life. That's subconsciously. Consciously, you got a Seven of Pentacles. This is Rere, R-E-R-E card. Rearrange some shit, remove some shit, release some shit, relocate for some shit. Reverse a move, renege on a move, rehash on something, go to rehab on something. Reconnect, relay, relapse, review. You know, it's a R-E-R-E is about 7 of them you're going to have to do to get your Eight of Pentacles, life, in order, Nine of Pentacles, to fit whatever this pentacle is you need in your life. This is directed you in regards to yourself, personally, masculine. More smoke on that. We got the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is outside conflict or life after union, reunion, and recognition. It usually shows up as separation or you two are just in two different places or moving to two different places. That's shit that's outside what you can control right now. So, five of Wands, that's outside conflict. Things that don't involve you unless you involve yourself in it, but what? You know. Five of Wands, I told you, soon you leave your Four of Wands, what you had out here, divine masculine, your home, your shelter, or your twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. So when you leave outside your home, you're in the outside world, dealing with outside world shit, like staying safe from killers and crooks and thieves and scammers and jammers and predators and molesters around this bitch. Like the world is cloaked with all kind of danger. You know what I mean? That we sift through when we leave our sanctuary and shit like that. But on a more twin flame, Four of Wands, union, reunion, and recognition type of view, you're going to have to rearrange some shit in your life now so you can learn how to deal with your twin flame, union, reunion, and recognition. Post it. It's life after recognition. So when you meet your twin, like I say, you need to get working on step number 2. Step 2, and you try to manifest this twin flame shit. Step 1 and be on path and purpose. That's Three of Wands. Step after the Three of Wands is the Four of Wands. So if you want to get into union, reunion, recognition, in my personal opinion, be on your path. Find your path. Find your purpose. Find your way. You know what I mean? And you will get to twin flame recognition. That's meeting your twin. Okay, meeting your twin is one thing. Being with your twin is another. You know what I mean? Surviving recognition. Getting into union for the first time. Getting into your first separation. You know, in recognition, that's when you experience the triggers. That's when you two really do the push and pull and drive each other crazy. Like y'all just really trying to figure out what the fuck this is. You figure that out of recognition. But then you got to get out of recognition. How do you get out of recognition? Either it's going to happen through Five of Wands, separation, or like I say, it's going to be separation. You two are going to separate before y'all come together. My personal opinion, separation always happens before union happens for the first time. because there's a lot of shit going on through, recognition that's going to, separate y'all. So, you got to have a plan when you're not with your twin. Masculines, when you're in a position where your twin ain't nearby no more, your twin ain't around to love you and tell you what you need to hear and stroke your ego and for you to pop up on and see whenever you're feeling down to get recharged. Divine Masculine, you're the sauce taker. Divine Feminine is the sauce maker. When you run out of sauce, you got to get to the sauce. That's why you reappear. That's how reunion even happens. Masculine, you be shitting on your twin. You be distancing yourself from your twin. You know what I mean? You be purging yourself from your twin just to be fiending for your twin, just to get back in. It ain't even a physical relationship you're trying to get back to. You just want to be near your feminine, in the vicinity of where your feminine at, around people your feminine been around. Just want to taste. You know what I mean? Just want to taste of the sauce, a whiff of the sauce. That gets you by more so than you being right next to your twin. You want to be next to your twin and shit. That's where you can steal the most sauce. But even just a smell of the sauce, masculine, can get you by. You know what I mean? You know how you get when you get sauceless around this bitch. And this is just preparing for life without the sauce sometimes. Time waits on nobody. Maybe you wasn't ready, masculine. Maybe you ready now. Maybe your feminine ain't ready now. That you ready. Well, when she was ready, you wasn't ready. You was going through your thing. She going through her thing. Maybe you ready, but like I say, you getting pulled further away from your twin. Whether through career, jobs, money, family, purpose, path, whatever. Masculine. Aside from identifying that you are divine masculine. Aside from identifying your true divine counterpart. Besides identifying this whole journey and how everything is hitting home with you, you're starting to realize that you're not too attached to your twin, because I don't see the devil card out here, but you starting to understand the whole dynamic. Like I said, without the bartender, the divine feminine, you wouldn't have bar patrons. And without bar patrons, you wouldn't have bartenders. Without the drug dealer, divine feminine, you wouldn't be a junkie. But if you weren't a junkie, divine masculine, divine feminine wouldn't exist either. This isn't codependency. It's coexisting. Codependency is, like I say, you can't have one without the other. You can always have a drug dealer with no junkies. You know what I mean? Eventually, the junkies are going to change. You know what I'm saying? The drug dealer ain't going no motherfucking where. And there will always be junkies. The junkies don't change. It's just the different drugs that they're addicted to. Different dynamics change, but some things stay the same. That's what you are. You're a walking, talking enigma. You're like two people in one, but you're your own person. You're more than what you are, but you're kind of the same person. It's like enigma. It's like shit that you couldn't get at first that you get now. Now it's like hitting you like a ton of bricks, just how complex this small situation is. This demo is. That is this sort of flame shit. Future final row, wrapping this up. Masculine going to the future in your mystery madness or in your indirect energies or sub energies. Subconscious energies, excuse me. We got the divine feminine. Trinity. That's that. This is your divine profession. You see more today than you did any other day exactly why your twin is yours. I'll be the first to tell you, that's a tough pill to swallow, is identifying your twin. Not the twin you thought, not the twin that works for you. You know what I mean? Not the twin you try to like force like a puzzle piece in your mix and shit. I went through that. My twin went through that. He just went through that. I was piecing this twin flame shit together. Of course, I was trying to fit a woman as my divine feminine. And of course, I was trying to fit my feminine ass in this divine masculine slot. It didn't work out. And me and this chick had a bond. We was on the same wavelength. We could read like each other's minds, finish each other's sentences. We was tight like that. And we had some physical shit going on. So, you know what I mean? It was totally unlike my divine masculine. You know what I mean? So I came at it at first, okay. We done fucked a lot, so maybe This is a nice little energy exchange here. We can finish each other's sentences and shit like that. We have something more physical. Just like my masculine in his relationships. It's more physical. You know what I mean? It's more shit to go off of than what the fuck we went off of on each other. But that was a tough pill to swallow. I had to analyze. Damn, you know what? What if I'm the divine feminine? Like, soon I said that shit. Soon that shit rolled off my tongue. Everything made sense. Like my mom, my twin sister, they're divine masculines. The way they move, very feminine looking, but you know they're masculines inside. I'm very masculine looking, but feminine inside. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a dynamic. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, it all made sense. In the midst of me trying to fit Shorty in my script, I had me and my twin shit going on the whole time. But it's like I had just met him though. And the experiences that I was going through with him led me more to kind of sip into the twin flame realm more than me and Shorty. But me and her was more so soulmates. That's when I found out what like karmics were, and you know what I mean? She put me on like crystal. She was a very earthy person. She put me on a whole bunch of shit. You understand what I'm saying? But the shit my master put me on, I'm telling you, it was some other shit. And it came from not having a physical situation with him. It came from it being non-romantic. I had to look at it from everything else. You know what I mean? And same shit I was understanding, becoming the divine feminine that I was, is the same shit you understanding, divine masculine, becoming the masculine that you are. It's a reason why my divine masculine is my divine masculine. He fits my shit in every way. So many reasons. It's a fucking long list of signs and synchronicities as to why he is who he is and I am who I am. Why we met, how we met, and why we even in the situation we're in right now. You know what I mean? But you won't, you know, your master won't get it until he gets you. You were something he couldn't get because he didn't get himself. I told you, he kicked the situation off knowing he's Neo. Now he know who you are. You are Trinity. No, final card of the message, masculine. You have, this is you directly going to the future. You 6 of winding. You winning. This is wins, victories, and celebrations. By manifesting this person, place, or thing in your life, which is what you felt you needed this whole time, your divine feminine, or you know anything in the magnitude of that, if it ain't him or her. 3 of Pentacles. It's like you connected the dots, a bridge. 3 of Pentacles. This is you. This is somebody else doing some shit. Whatever you and this other person doing, this is going to turn to a relationship. Whether it's friends, twins, this is you and another person creating a child, and y'all both sharing a child. You know what I mean? Maybe this is where you want to be in life, and this is where you at, divine masculine, but you're going to have to get to here to get to here. You know what I'm saying? Your divine feminine was the person on the other side. She got you here. Now, it was all this shit, you know, that you had to go through. Once you got here, you kind of understood what this was about. But when you was here, you didn't know anything. Like I say, this is Mr. Anderson in the fucking Matrix. This is Mr. Anderson taking the pill, leaving the fucking Matrix, ejecting out the Matrix, and getting picked up in the fucking sewer. Trying to make sense of life. Why he can't move, why his eyes hurt, why his plugs on him, why we living in a motherfucking jail-like environment, why it's so real out here. And then you got Neo. You know? Evolution. Trinity. This whole process of you becoming Mr. Anderson to Neo, which is the King of Wands, wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Trinity. Wouldn't happen if you didn't have your Trinity. That's the message I got. I hope I can be a good use. It's your boy D.Boom. Please stay tuned. If you need a reading from me, holla. I'll let you know whenever the specials pop up. It's probably going to be another 30 days before any specials happen, but you know where to reach me. You know where I'm at, and I'm always here. Love y'all. Tell y'all friends about me. Subscribe if you haven't. Stay tuned for the next video. Deuces.